Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. We're doing a little something different, something that I really like, something that I'm excited about. Is it super on meta like last night's deck was that got us to Mythic? Nah, not really, but oh, it's fun. And tonight is the Night of Long Knives. So we're going to get to it. This is a rogue tribal Deathtoucher. Is it all rogues? Well, not really. It's a lot of rogues, and it's very fast, it's very aggro, and it really pushes the tempo. We're going to try it doing a little something different. We're going to try Long Knives in the standard queue right now because I'm like 90% Mythic, and frankly, if you're not running a damn near perfect meta deck, you're going backwards. So I don't want to just show you guys getting my ass kicked by specific meta decks. I would rather show you something a little bit more enjoyable, something that will work in gold and platinum, even in diamond, even in lower Mythic, just not 90% Mythic. So we are going to break from formality and do a few in the standard queue. I'm still going off and going to do some ranked in Mythic just to kind of show it off. So, but we're going to start with something a little different. So, as always, before we get going, guys, I need you to do something for me. I need you to tenderly press that like button, gently hit subscribe. Don't slam it. Don't destroy it. Not for my sake, but for the sake of yourself, because the like and subscribe is out there, and he's hungry. So watch out for him. You can't escape him. You can run on for a long time, but sooner or later. Also, join us on our Twitch, twitch.tv/thatvillainj. We are there every single night, streaming at approximately 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you just can't get enough villainy in your life, I would be more than happy to have you at our Discord, The Villain's Lair. All of those links will be in the description. So, what are we looking at in Long Knives? We're starting with Foulmire Knight. He is a zombie knight. Now, I know he's not a rogue, but he is a very, very cheap early drop black Deathtoucher, and he also has this little kind of mid-range life gain, not life gain, but card gain advantage here. So we do have 3 of him to round it out. Of course, we have the Thieves Guild Enforcer, probably one of the better rogues in the entire set here. She is doing it big with Flash. Whenever a rogue enters the battlefield, she mills. This is not a mill deck by any means. It's going to be incidental that we're milling, but we are going to be able to throw away a lot of good cards of theirs into the graveyard. One of the unsung heroes of Zendikar is a Tajuru Blightblade. Very, very cool rogue. Lots of poisons, and of course a long knife. A 1/1 green Deathtouch drop, as opposed to the normal snake that you usually see in these situations. Which is the Moss Viper. This is basically the same thing as the Moss Viper, except it is a elf rogue. Probably gonna be interesting and useful in some of the elf decks later on, and some of the Golagari elf decks from Kaldheim. Expedition Skulker, an underrated card too. As Deathtouch, as long as you own another rogue, and it's a 2/2. So the fun thing about this is you can surprise people with it. If you have an Expedition Skulker down and say, oh, it doesn't have Deathtouch, I'll attack. Flash in Thieves Guild Enforcer, suddenly they're facing down the long knife. Huh? Feed the Swarm. You know how I feel about Feed the Swarm. Destroying a creature. Is it really necessary with so much Deathtouch? Of course it is. Because we also want enchantments. People are going to try to enchant you like crazy. Probably my favorite inscription. You can attack people, put 1/1 counters, but I like that you can fight a creature you don't control. Again, if you're doing that and you have Deathtouch, that little knife prick will take down the biggest animal, the biggest monster, the greatest dragon. So we have 3 of those in there. Chevill, legendary creature, and of course a very good band. I guess that's Chevill, and he's Chevill. 1/3 Deathtouch, and he hunts people. He hunts down monsters. You put bounty counters, and when you kill this person you have a bounty on, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Very good. Call the Death Dweller. We have a lot of low-cost creatures here, and we'd love to bring them back with Menace and Deathtouch on them. Very, very good. Hooded Blightfang. He is the backbone. He is doing the work here, guys. He is a snake. He is not a rogue. He used to be Sir Hooded Blightfang in our previous night deck. If you missed that, go take a look. He has Deathtouch, and whenever a creature with Deathtouch attacks, each opponent loses 1 life, and we gain 1 life. Very useful if we have multiple on the board and we're attacking with lots of small Deathtouchy creatures. They're not going to want to block, and it's just going to be death by 1,000 cuts. Nighthawk Scavenger. This is going to be the guy doing work. Vampire Rogue. As you can see, he has a long knife. Flying Deathtouch and Lifelink, and his power is equal to the number of cards in your opponent graveyard. He is going to be helped by the milling effect of Thieves Guild Enforcer. So don't worry about him. He'll get plenty powerful, especially when you're killing stuff. Questing Beast, not a rogue, but a very rare green haste. Can be blocked by power 2 or less, and a Deathtouch and a Vigilance. He's the finisher. He is the absolute bruiser of this deck. And whenever he deals damage to an opponent, it deals that much to Planeswalkers. Alright? We also have, don't forget on Hooded Blightfang, whenever a creature you control deals Deathtouch damage to a Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker. A lot of people underlook that ability in Hooded Blightfang. Did you even know that was there? That he instantly kills Planeswalkers if you Deathtouch touch them? The previous one that did that was Vraska. She modified Deathtouch if you, Planeswalker, if you attacked and got Deathtouch damage to a player, they died immediately. So, channeling a little bit of Vraska there for that modified Deathtouch insta-kill. And of course, for the hell of it, Nethroi. He is a cat nightmare beast. He is the apex of death. So he is invited. He has Deathtouch and Lifelink. He does have white to get down, so this is technically an Abzan, even though it's mostly a Golgari. What I really like about him is his high end mutate. This is our insurance against getting ground down into a long game. If we get Nethroi out, we can bring back so many creatures. If we mutate him for 7. Even so, even if we get him out for 5, Deathtouch and Lifelink, a 5/5, is very, very powerful. So I figured I would include him in, because I've done a deck similar to this, not this exact copy, but a similar idea, and I said, how can I spice it up a little bit more? So he's that little bit of picante sauce we got in this deck to round it out with a little bit of something extra spicy. Swamps, 9, 6 forest, 4 bright climbs for that extra white. We're mostly going to be using it for black. And 4 branch lofts for that little extra white. We're mostly going to be using it for green. The other thing about Nethroi is that we don't need white to cast his mutate. We only need white to hard cast him. So doing that is very good. We can usually get what we need as far as monsters go. Fairly cheap deck. We take a look at it on the big board. 2.2 average, fairly cheap. Nethroi, I think, is the one throwing off the curve. A lot of creatures, not a lot of instants or sorceries. You may want some more if you want to take some more Feed the Swarms out and maybe put something more like Fight Other Creatures, Rabid Bite, or something like that. I respect that. You could even put Colony Ambush. You can put Primal Might. That's a good one. Deals damage, so you have Rabid Bite, very good one. You also can go in for, if you really want some protection, you can always put down Ranger's Guile. Ranger's Guile here, hexproof in case you want some indestructibility. You can put Heroic Intervention. you can throw him in there to prevent and hexproof and indestructible. So there's a lot of different things you can do with green on this. There's a lot of different options as opposed to how I have it set up. So feel free to play with any of these kind of options that you want to round it out. We showed you on the big board, alternate view. We're really living at 1, 2, and a little bit on 3. 4 and 5 is not really that big. 1, 2, and 3, especially 2 and especially 1. So pretty smooth curve, pretty fast deck. Let's see if we have an appropriate card back that we want to use on this guy. No, I'm pretty happy with the solid black one. So that's the layout of the deck. I'm going to go into the standard queue, and I'm going to see how it performs. After that, we'll take it to Mythic and see how it stacks up against the best of the best, see if we can't get some wins in there. So let's get it going, guys. Let's see if we can't find a good game. And how's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Radre Balray. Ooh, not a good opening hand. A little bit too expensive, a little bit too heavy there. Keep. Questing Beast, you're a little bit too expensive for our blood. We do need some mana on this. Branch Loft will help. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Okay, Alpine Watchdog. Alright, next. No attacks. And turn. I'm a little hesitant to use that Inscription of Abundance early on. This looks like it's going to be the Boros Dogs. So we'll see. Wow, this guy is taking a long time. Sorry about that, folks. I've been seeing more and more Luminarch as the secret gets out. You want to know how long I've been playing Magic? I've been playing Magic for as long as the cards used to say, attacking does not cause this creature to tap. That's how long I've been playing. So there you go on that. The cards actually did not say vigilance on them. They said attacking does not cause this creature to tap. They actually spelled out what the card did. It was very amazing. Alright. I think I want to wait and hit the woe on Inscription of Abundance. I'd like to go in now with that little bang there. Now, there was Trample and there was Flying. We knew what those were, but Vigilance wasn't. Oh, look at that hand. Look at that hand. 3 Luminarchs off top deck. Amazing. 60-card deck, by the way. But the Auto Shuffler was like, behold, I shall bless thee with Luminarchs abundant. Know thee my power and my grace. Yeah, we're going to have to block one of them. boy was raised Christian. Alright. He is also raised on some real slow people, too. Because he's going real slow. Alright, we want all of them. Whoop. Cancel. Kicker. Click the wrong thing there. 2/2 counters. Me. Target a creature I control and a creature I don't control. Puff. Puff. So he can come in for a big boy 11, but that's only going to put me down to 22. So he is looking down the barrel here, unless he has direct removal, because I think I'm probably out of reach. Unless he has a Soul Seer, I'm kind of out of reach of any conventional burn. He would need a high caliber burn, but he's reading verses between turns. So he's just going to go for it. He does not have the removal that he needs. He doesn't have the flying that he needs, and he can't do the damage that he needs to really... Igneous Curse, yeah, it's still not really going to matter ultimately here. Tajuru Nightblade, perfect. So there's some good blockers that will deter him from coming in. He's still probably gonna do it, because he's gonna be down to 4 here. Poof, there you go. There, yeah, he knew he was done. If you don't have any flying for that big boy up there, he's gonna rip you apart with his long knife. So, claim prize. Nobody got my, on the thumbnail, nobody got the joke of last night's deck, the easy mode. I named the deck Save the Queen. If anybody understands that reference, please leave a comment of what I am referring to with Save the Queen. And don't Google it either, okay? Because that was a very specific reference that I was surprised nobody picked up on. Really surprised that Tanuki never got it. There's your hint that Tanuki didn't get it. No, that's not it. That's not it. God Save the Queen is not what I'm referring to there. It's a very obscure nerd reference. Very obscure nerd reference, so I doubt anybody's really going to get it. Blazing Volley, okay. Doesn't really matter with this deck. We need... I don't need the card draw. No, it wasn't. Although that is a good guess, but it's not that. Yeah, run an anti-scoot tech right away. One of the things that you can not worry about when you're running this kind of low-cost creature resurrection type dealie here is that you're going to run out of creatures, because right now we're going to absolutely be going nuts with them. So he's got to make choices here about what he takes and what he blocks. And we just have long knives for days here, guys. He can go in, yeah, and I'll block you with this 1/1. You get the knife. Oh, you whatchamacallit at me. What a nightmare. How will I ever recover from that? Oh, look, it's freaking this monster thing. Oh, look, it's me rezzing a bunch of dudes. Nobody can escape the wrath of the long knives. So when you have that whole banquet of killers out there, yep, that's what happens. That's what happens, folks. Let's keep it going. So it's an effective deck. Yes, well, it certainly helps my psychic abilities, or perhaps even, should I say, my psyker abilities. That's another obscure nerd reference for you. My psyker abilities help me with Magic. It helps to know that what cards are coming. Certainly does. It pays off. So we can get the Hooded Blightfang out next turn. We kind of got mana flooded. Skull Prophet. Alright. Let's see if he wants to lose him. I would imagine that he doesn't. No, he does not. He wants to ramp. Whatever he ramps out, I'm going to Abundant Temple him. With what title? Knight of Long Knives. Do you know what that's a reference to? That's another obscure nerd reference. Is there a specific reason? Because I'm referring something from a fantasy book. Is it a reference to something terrible? Is it like an actual historical event that was awful that I didn't know about? Oh, yeah. See, I didn't know that. I thought it might be. What I'm referring to is the Malazan series, by the way. So let me put a claimer. The Night of Long Lives. What's the Malazan Book of the Fallen? When the Emperor and his cohort took over. I don't know if it's a really obscure reference, but I did not know it had anything to do with that. So, probably a good idea. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Alright, so this is what we're going to kick here. So I might just do Knight of Knives. Target player is going to be me. Target creature I control. Target creature I don't control. It's going to be Boneyard Lurker. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. That the Knight of Knives. Oh, he got me. It's gonna be a real shame when he sees him come back to the dead. Um, there you go. That's what I was referring to, by the way. Malazan Book of the Fallen. Um, so yeah, he's done here. If he doesn't have any more removal, he's done. He might have removal, but I have removal too. So whatever big creature comes out, I have the life to eat it. I don't care if it was cost 9 to get out. I'll go down to 25. I don't really care. Yeah, everything cool gets ruined by Nazis. Yep. Back for more. He's gonna fight. Okay. Okay, so he spent all of his cash on that. Hooded Blightfang is coming out. Second Hooded Blightfang. He's gonna be down to 3. Palacios. It's not frozen for me. So he's going to take 2 damage to kill that Hooded Blightfang. And when that Hooded Blightfang attacks, he's going to immediately take 1 damage even before it resolves. This was his plan. That is a Galaxy Brain move right there. Absolutely. Galaxy Brain. Barely Abzan. Just barely. Plan in quotation marks. Yeah, those quotation marks are doing some heavy lifting. That's 3 in a row, guys. Let's keep it going. I'll finish it up with a Mythic run so we can see how she stacks up against the big boys. That is a terrible hand. Good lord, that's a bad hand. Keep Call of Death. We only need 1 of you. Why is it? Because they're running out of ideas. That's why. It's a terrible format. If I decided to jump back in, and luckily I won basically on the first hand because the whole system is so broken. And if I didn't win on the first hand, and I got some gems out of it, but the whole system is not fun and broken. You can get 1 turned in it. I've seen guys were posting on the Reddit. They were getting 1 turned. It was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So this is our Bane right here. Double strike and first strike because they get the hit off before we can get our poison in. And he's going to get double strike, so he's going to come in with us pretty hard here. We do not have our removal either. So that's a bad time. Oh, there's our removal. Okay, so we can... I would rather take the damage and eat him than keep dealing with him. And then we can put down him. Pauper, I just want an Artisan. I wish they had an Artisan Q, man. I'd play that all the time. Oh yeah, bring the strategy and not the money. Yeah, that's also true. Run away together. He's gonna hit me for 3. Oof, that's a tough one. Alright, so we're gonna put down Blightfang, Enforcer, Mill. Let's see what he's got. He came at me real aggro with this Is It. So if he's got more removal, more death to throw at me, Riddle Form's going to make it through. Double Vision. Riddle Form's going to make it through to me for that. Luckily, I will be able to put down him. He'll mill. And I'm going to hold the rest of them at bay. So we are going to gain a little bit of life. I don't think that's enough, though. If he has a non-creature spell, it's not really enough because he can just hit the Riddle Form right away, and that's an enchantment. Oof! I can make it with 1 life. All right, I can make it with 1 life here, guys. All right, so as long as he doesn't have direct damage, he's got a thing. Double Vision. He would have already cast it if he had a direct damage. That's probably a mana. He's got to cast that, but I'm going to start gaining life back. So he's got to figure it out here. He's looking at his graveyard. He's looking at his graveyard. He's going to mill. He's going to mill again. He's going to mill himself. And then he's going to mill... Oh, he milled himself and then me. And then he's going to put him out. And he did not have what he needed. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put this out. We're going to put this out. We want you and you. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. You get a Deathtouch. You get a... you should have probably got a different. So that's going to be a hell of a mill right here. Choo choo choo. Choo choo choo. Choo choo choo. Choo choo choo. And now we're going to push the tempo. Brazen Borrower. He's going to return that. Oh! Yeah, he got me there. So he hit me with the Brazen Borrower. He's going to return him. I'm going to flash him out. Oh, I should have waited and put Hooded Blightfang back. That was stupid. Oh, misplay. Jeez. Absolute misplay. I don't know why I jumped the gun on that. I should have played Hooded Blightfang. I forgot I had enough mana to play Hooded Blightfang. Well, if I die, it's on me. He's going to get to draw 2 cards if he has any kind of burn. He's going to get me. Maybe a counterspell. He'd have already played it if it was something good. Man, I can't believe I messed that up that good. That's what I get for showboating. So let's see here. Let's see if this gets off. He's probably got a counterspell. No, he doesn't. Okay. I'm going to save the mana just in case he has another bounce. Oh, wait. He's doing something. Scorching Dragonfire. And he's going to Scorching Dragonfire it again. Okay, so it gets exiled. We're still going to go in pretty big here. That's going to be 5, 6, 7. So he's going to be down to 2. Down to the absolute wire here, folks. If I hadn't misplayed, we would have probably won. He's going to get milled again. Alright. Alright, so what did we throw away? Yep, he's got that. Flash Rogue in a game. Oof. Oof. I misplayed it. It was my misplay. I could have replayed whatchamacallit. For some reason I jumped the gun and replayed Thieves Guild Enforcer. And I would have gotten it, but a little too quick on the draw there. Let's see if we have any luck at all in Mythic, since we lost our losing streak here. We got our winning streak, so we're 3-1 right now. Let me see what our win ratio is here. I don't know. It's probably not great because I was tuning it in, but 61%, respectable for right now, especially considering I was tuning it in for a lot of those. Let's just try a Mythic and see what happens. Let's just try, and I think we might go to Standard after that. Once we rotate back down to Platinum in Kaldheim rotation, we're going to start playing the queue again with our decks, but this high up in Mythic, it is a little tricky. A little slow, which worries me because he's running a Lurrus deck. So we'll see here. Flashed him in. So this is a Dimir, or is it a Yorion? Heartless Act. Removal. Yeah, I think we're already screwed. This is just going to be all nothing but removal and counter spells and Lurrus, small creature. It's a Lurrus. It's probably the little Lurrus. I've seen something similar to it. Well, hold on. He's probably got a counterspell. I would imagine he's got Essence Scatter. Oh no, he's got one of them. Alright, you can't block my whatchamacallit. Oh, it's Dimir Rogues with a Lurrus Kicker. Okay, that's new. Alright, you little guy. You're getting killed immediately. Immediately. Let's see if you counter it. Yep, drawn on the lot. Figured as much. But, hey, we gotta try. Ooh, that sucked. That hurt. That one hurt. Oh, Nethroi. Alright, let's put you down, Nethroi. Do we have enough to mutate you yet, Nethroi? Not yet? Oh, you'll get mutated then, Nethroi. And we'll show them. We'll show the whole world, won't we, Nethroi? Yes. We'll show them all, won't we, Nethroi? We'll show them what it means to be death. Yes. Yes, we shall, Nethroi. My sweet, sweet pet. As long as I don't get counterspelled immediately with another drone on the lock. Which I probably will. Because he's got just enough for a drone on the lock there. Oh, he threw away that, so he might be doing me a favor here. Not milling me that bad, and the life is good. But I'm almost 100% positive that I'm going to get counterspelled. Maybe this will draw out his next round on the lock. And we're going whole hog on him. Into the Royal, he's going to kick him back. Still gets the trigger off, my men. So, you know. So that was a mana. I got him on the ropes here, but I got to snap it off. Soaring Thought Thief. I just hope that last card, if he empties his hand, I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy if he empties his hand and shows me that he doesn't have a freaking drone on the lock. Okay, he's getting rid of... Oh, we needed those manas. So, Auto Shuffler, can you do me one? Thank you, Auto Shuffler. So now all we have to do is wait and see if he has the counter. Yeah, he does. He does. Or he's got a removal. Yep, he does. I thought he might, but he held on to it. He's smart. I mean, he's not Mythic for nothing. Yeah, I mean, that's the risk you run when you're running Dimir. You're going to get counterspelled. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? So, he's probably got another one here. The third one. Nope, he let that one go. Alright. Probably should have left Tajuru Blightblade so lures couldn't come in. Cling to dust. He's going to gain 3 life. Alright, so he's going to be... He's completely out of counter spells. It would be really great. What do we have left here? A Hooded Blightfang. Call the Death Dweller would be good. He's just clinging to dust, different stuff. Well, he's going to kill me anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep. That's the problem. If you're running against counterspells, he held it. We were very, 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 very close, but he countered 2 of my biggest spells with Drown on the Lock, which you're always going to run into when you're running Dimir Rogues. We had him right on the fence, right on the edge, but that's he had answers for pretty much everything. Too offensive, you have to be offensive with Deathtouchers. You've got to be pushing them. If you're not offensive enough, they're just gonna build, and then you're just gonna be using your guys to block. You want them making the decision of whether or not what they want to keep or lose. You want to put it on them. At least with this deck, I think. Plus, with Hooded Blightfang, every time you attack, you're gonna be getting damage off. But it was a very good game. He just, I mean, he drew the cards he needed. I mean, it's just the long and short of it. You know, it's just the way it goes. You draw the cards you need, you're going to win. But a good showing overall, I think. Oh, this is a Golgari. I mean, not Golgari, it's Rakdos. We have enough to get Hooded Blightfang out. But I think I did show my own, hold my own in Mythic, so I think that's important. I wasn't just steamrolled. It was just it was a bit of a luck roll there. So ooh, I don't know why I attacked with him. That was stupid. I thought it had Deathtouch. Ooh, yeah, that was my bad. Either way, we can bring out Blightfang right now. Oh, no, we can even do one better and bring out Nighthawk. He might get Fire Prophesied right away. But we can pull off Inscription to get him out of direct removal range. He didn't have it. Hooded Blightfang. Okay, so we know he has an instant in his hand. Kids don't do that. So he's going to play a mass damage. Oh, no, he's not. He just shocked it for no reason. He thought he had more mana, and he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, so I don't know if that one counts. So if I wanted to Mythic this deck up, I would make it... I would probably take out some of the larger creatures. I would maybe get rid of Questing Beast. I would probably put more Chevills in it. And I would probably that's probably, and I would take Nethroi out. Nethroi is just a little bonus that I like to throw in there. So I'd probably take Nethroi out. I'd make it very fast and aggressive. This is terrible. This is slow. No, we don't want that. Okay, we will keep that though. We don't need 2 Brightclimbs. Okay. Okay, so he's going a little slow by playing a tap land. We can do that. Okay, this is... Oh, he's playing a Abzan. Very interesting. Maze Mind Tone, which I think is overrated. Don't at me. Yeah, Mythic is easier than Diamond. In a lot of ways it is. Okay, so this guy is going way too slow right now. He is just not feeling it. Maze Mind Tome gets way too much play for what it does. Yeah, scrying is great. Page counters are great. You get to draw a card maybe, or you gain 4 life or whatever, but it's so slow building to that, and there's so much other shit you could be putting in your deck in the meantime that I just don't really get it. But hey, I'm just some asshole on the internet. What do I know? So he's just gonna Maze Mind Tome. This is Maze Mind Tome Tribal right here. Maze Mind Tome Tribal. Good for him, man. Good for him. Alright, Branch Loft. That down. He's going to put enough. Am I going to get enough to get him up? No. For control mages, yeah. So, you know what I'm real excited about? The Kaldheim card. What is it called? It's called Hateful Pestilence. I know McBash is excited about it because he likes tribal as much as I do. And what it is, basically, is... you choose a creature type, anybody but that creature type gets -3. Holy shit, that is an absent. It's 2 black and 2 regular, and that will absolutely exile target creature. Put a 1/1 counter on creature tapped to pay this spell. Okay, so what we're gonna do here? Nah, we'll wait. You're leaving Snow? Or you're saying bye to my card? Feed the Swarm. He's going to take it. It's not aggro, but I mean, turn 4 is a respectable mid-range, and it will completely decimate. If you're running like an Angel Tribal, it'll absolutely clear the board. I mean, like you wouldn't believe. So I'm hard-pressed to say that it's not useful. I mean, the late game options for it are insane. I was thinking of a Rakdos Warriors deck with that, and if you're talking about Rakdos Warriors, you got to figure that you can change people. I got to see what the ruling is, but the Karzag Enforcer, whatever the hell it's called, is going to well, if he's going to go out, he might as well go out big, huh? You can change people into cowards, so I don't know if they are still other creature types, so you can actually uncreature the creature if they're protected, turn them into cowards, and then they immediately get -4. So that would be an interesting combo to try to pull off. Bosry Solidarity. Maze Mind Tome again. Okay. He's coming in. Probably is going to give himself immortality. Yep. But the problem is I gain 3 life and draw a card, so... Green. Oof, oof. Alright. So, good job on that, man. You get it. I'm going to draw, place. And I'm going to eliminate you. Because unfortunately, you used your Alseed. And I'm going to draw a card. Which hopefully is a swamp. No, it's not. And then I'm going to go in, my bud. There we go. That's the beefy, meaty spices that I'm looking for. Good battle, though. I'm enjoying this. I'm never mad if I lose if the battle's good. So this is a mono white. He just added these double lands to gain life, which is a little bit of a strange tactic, but there you have it. He's really trying to get those angels, and there's Alseed. Put it on him. Expedition Skulker. Alseed, Tajuru Blightblade. And Branch Lofts would be white. Okay, so you can go in, and you can go in, and you can go in. Let's see what you want to do, homie. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maze Mind told himself to death. How many of these have you been through? One. So his is just like a mono white. Oh yeah, he's in trouble now. If I could ever get a black mana, he's gonna be in trouble. Alright, you. The rest of you stay. So he's gonna play, put on Alseeds. I get my card and my life. It's another one of those. He's gonna have protection from black. He's probably gonna block Chevill. Yeah. If I could actually draw a black card, that would be great. But he's really locked out. He can't attack right now. He's just digging for cards, and I've milled him pretty good too, believe it or not. And I cannot draw black mana, so I mean, that's where I'm stuck right now. All right, thank you. Finally put that in. This is going to be a crazy powerful card right here. So, and he's going to get milled again. Go. So, he's got to be able to deal with Nighthawk right now. He's already had 2 swallow holes, but I have a second Nighthawk waiting in the wings here. So there's another speaker, but he is really in bad shape. He is really in bad shape right now. Yeah, you're in bad shape, Holmes. We're going to mill you again, too. Go. Alright. I want to keep 3 blockers back. So he's going to hit him. He's down to 1. And he's dead on his feet. Even if he exiles one of my Nighthawk Scavengers, I got a second. Even if he exiles both of them, I have a third one waiting. Maul the Skyclaves, very nice. So he is going to go in with the Maul. Very nice. Choose blocker. It's got first strike, so no blocks. You can get your 5 life off, Holmes. Put that out. You're going to get milled again. We're going to send the board at you, bud. You're done, son. So you're going to be at 9. And I'm going to hit you for at least, you're going to be at 14, and I'm going to hit you for at least 10. Ooh, okay. So you're still in it, guy. You're still in it. That little hammer saved you. Castle Arvindale. I just need some removal here. I need an inscription, or I need a feed the swarm. Either one of these, about 15% chance that I'm gonna get it. Let's see, probably gonna be another mana, and there it is. So yeah, that's game. Sorry, bud. Send the boat in. And we're going to finish him off. He can block, but he's got to lose that Speaker of Heavens to block everybody, otherwise he loses. Because that's 14 and 15. Yeah, you're figuring out you got to lose that Speaker of Heavens to win. Yep. So your chances, the only chance that you have is draw a flyer and exile for both of those. So you'll be at 1, but both Nighthawks will still be alive. Yeah, you're figuring it out, bud. You're figuring it out. He's getting there. He's getting there. You can gain 1 life, and I still have 3 creatures on the board. So what did he draw? If it's a mana, he's out of luck. And it's an L-Seed. That's not going to do it. You can put Shadow Spear and the hammer on it. It's not going to do it. You're going to gain 4 life and then lose 7. It's not going to help. Expedition Skulker. So you're going to go up to 5 and then go down by 8. So it's not going to matter, guy. It's not going to matter. Not gonna matter, homie. Okay, so you're at 5. Alright. Good game. Yep. There, you saw it. Okay. Good one, Tommy. Appreciate your struggle. It was a good battle. Glorious battle. But 45 to -8 is the final score for this, then, guys. So, very effective deck. Narrowly made it by in Mythic. Went on a pretty good killing spree all around, and we would have won another game except for my misplay, so blame me, don't blame the deck. Really fun to play, a lot of fun mechanics in it, and I definitely think it's worth it. Yeah, I really like it. I recommend it. Give it a try. It's not that expensive, actually. You can make it pretty cheap. There's a lot of common cards in it, so don't be afraid of it. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Until next time, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.